Students, welcome to my physics class. Today I will show you application of Gauss's law. I will find out electric field due to a charged hollow charged sphere and electric field near a charged insulating sheet. So let's do the class. Look, this is a hollow sphere of radius r, and if I distribute positive q charge in this hollow sphere, then the charge will be distributed on its surface. You will remember one point: if charge is given to any sphere, that always remain on its surface, not inside the sphere. If it is hollow and if it is solid, no matter hollow or solid, charge will always remain on the surface of the sphere. So look, here the radius of the sphere is capital R, and at a distance r from the center of this sphere, at a point P, we will find out electric field intensity. Okay, so look here, I consider a very small area ds, so we can find out electric flux at this point, isn't it? Because if it is surface, then this is the area vector, ds is the area vector that is along this direction, and electric field intensity direction is also in the same line. So we can find out electric flux at this point P. So for finding out electric field intensity at point P, we have to construct a Gaussian surface. Okay, so this is a Gaussian surface whose radius is smaller. Here, taking the radius smaller, we will construct a Gaussian surface around this hollow charged sphere. Now, we will calculate the electric field intensity at point P. This is the Gaussian surface, and Gaussian surface is symmetric. So, at every point on the Gaussian surface, the electric field intensity is same, equal, and that is along the radius. That means if I consider at this point, so the electric field intensity at this point also will be equal to the electric field intensity at this point, and that is always along the radius. Now, the electric flux through this small area ds will be what? You know, flux equal to closed surface integration of, here will be given S, closed surface integration of E dot ds equal to Q by epsilon naught. We have learnt it from Gauss's law. So here, look, I consider this area. Here the area vector, the direction of the area vector and the direction of the electric field vector is along the same line. So the angle between them is what? Theta equal to 0 degree. So E dot ds can be written as E ds cos theta. So if cos theta is 0, if theta is 0 degree, then cos theta equal to 1. So we can write closed surface integration of E ds equal to Q by epsilon naught. I skip that line, but I think you can understand. So E, I have already told that electric field intensity is constant at every point on the Gaussian surface, as the surface is symmetric. So I can take out E from the integration. So E, closed surface integration of ds equal to Q by epsilon naught. But closed surface integration of ds, that means if I integrate ds, then I will get the whole surface area of this spherical object. Okay, so you know the surface area of a spherical object equal to what? 4 pi r square. Okay, so in place of this, I can write 4 pi r square. So E equal to what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by r square. Do you understand, everybody? Now I will show you another application, that if I consider the point on this hollow sphere, that means at any point on the hollow sphere. So let's do that. In the previous example, I have calculated the electric field intensity at this point P, which is outside the sphere at a distance r from the center. But now I will find out the electric field intensity at any point on the sphere. That means I can find out the electric field intensity at this point. Okay. So in that case, r equal to small r equal to capital R. Okay. That means from the center of the point where we will find out the electric field intensity was smaller in the previous case, but now it will be capital R. So then in that way I will get the electric field intensity E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. Just in place of smaller we will find put the capital R. But look everybody, Q by 4 pi R square has another meaning, that is charge density. Okay, because you know the charge density is denoted by sigma. Okay, charge density is denoted by sigma, and sigma equal to charge per unit area. If 4 pi r square, look, the area, surface area of this hollow sphere is what? 4 pi capital R square. Okay, and the charge that is distributed on this surface is Q. So Q by 4 pi r square is termed as sigma, that is charge density. So I can find out electric field intensity E equal to sigma by epsilon naught. Do you understand? So now I will show you. I will calculate the electric field intensity at any point inside the sphere where small r is less than capital R. Look everybody, this is that hollow sphere that I have already drawn at first. That is where I have distributed positive charge on its surface whose radius was capital R. Okay, now I will find out the electric field intensity at a point P, that is at a distance small r from the center. So you know everybody, if I find out electric field intensity at this point P, so then I need a Gaussian surface. So again I have drawn a Gaussian surface centering O and taking radius small r. Okay, so look everybody, you can see this is the Gaussian surface that is inside the hollow sphere. But you know flux means what? Flux means the net charge enclosed by a Gaussian surface divided by epsilon naught, isn't it? So here there is no charge inside the Gaussian surface. That means the flux will be, net flux will be what? 0. If there is no flux, that no lines of force pass through that, then there will be no electric field intensity at any point inside the sphere, as there is no charge. So E equal to 0.